Subscribe or bear the hatred of the Uchiha. Wake up to reality.
Welcome, punch!
What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Sho, back with another video. Now, I normally don't do this, and this is kind of my fault. I should be doing this a lot more. But I want to talk about a new anime I've been watching. I normally don't watch ongoing anymore. I've gotten to the stage where, you know, I watch a lot of mainstream, and, you know, I don't kind of just go find my own stuff. You know, busy times, you know, you get older, it is what it is. You just don't watch as much anime anymore. But I want to say I've been watching a couple of different anime. I watched the Kaiji number 8 because that was like mainstream, that was popping, it's popular, whatever. And I saw a couple of different anime on tab. I know that they have one manga called Den or something like that, and I think I'm starting to read that, and I heard that was really, really good. But today we're here to talk about Windbreaker. Now, this anime, actually, I saw this anime on like the little list. I guess it's popular, so it's probably still popular, still mainstream. But I want to talk about something that I decided to watch without really hearing anything about it. Now, this anime is special because this anime reminds me of another anime from way back in like the 2000s called Beelzebub. I haven't watched it in a really long time. But basically, from memory, the story of that anime is basically a delinquent going to a delinquent school, and he fights a lot of delinquent school people. You know, this one is kind of different. You know, in that one they had like powers and stuff, and it was like demon kings and all of that. It was a little bit more fantasy in it. This one is just straight fighting his hands. You know, it's exaggerated school life. Basically Tokyo Revengers, but better. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I watch Tokyo Revengers, and I'm gonna take this little time to kind of talk better about this anime real quick, just a little tangent. When I first watched Tokyo Revengers, I really loved it. I loved the premise. I didn't even mind that Takamichi was getting beat up every 5 seconds. I didn't even mind that he really couldn't fight, because realistically he couldn't fight. But honestly, as a main character, I started to hate him, because just watching too many seasons and finally reading the manga, I started to hate his character. That's all I'm gonna say about Tokyo Revengers, but you gotta notice that these similarities kind of link up. Like, to me, Windbreaker is kind of a different match between two of these. Now one thing I do like about this particular anime is that the main character feels funny. I don't really know how to describe him. Like, I don't hate him. I'm not saying that he's like super in depth yet. It's only been like, what, 3 episodes? And obviously it's kind of more of the anime like Record of Ragnarok. If you ever see Record of Ragnarok, you know, basically it's one big tournament arc, and that's how this anime feels. And it feels fun. I'm not gonna lie, it feels really fun to watch. It feels like I'm watching an old school anime with newer animation. Just, you get to see a lot of cool fights, interesting personalities. You have our main character, Sakura, basically your mainstay delinquent. But I like the way they really portray his characters, because he has social issues, he has anxiety, you can kind of tell that he is known to be a delinquent. So of course that means that he's not really well liked in his community. He moves to a community in which delinquents like himself is the heroes, you know, the heroes. So it makes sense. Obviously, they kind of show a little bit of contrast with his character with that. I feel like I really want to read the manga on this, because I think it stopped. When I stopped, it was like right when they were about to do a big kind of like tournament style fight. Honestly, I don't know how deep this anime could go. I know I looked at the manga, and it's got a couple manga pages. I'm not gonna lie. It's got a clear goal. The guy wants to be the head of the school. But I really like the way that this anime turned it on its head. Now, normally when you see an anime like this, is mainly somebody that's joining a school. He wants to be number 1 at the school, and basically everybody in the school is his enemies. This one's a little bit different. You have this school in which they are guardians of the town. Basically, the town loves them. They're basically heroes. They are all kind of like delinquents from everywhere, and you know, they're part of this organization that helps protect the town from different, you know, rival schools or different like gangsters or whatever the situation is. It's something like a group of misfits get together, become something greater than themselves. I really do like that concept. Our main character is not really with the whole idea of teams, but he's slowly kind of learning as he goes that this is more of a family. You know what I'm saying? These are people that are loved by the town. These are not just your random delinquents. And it's kind of like his aim is to be number 1 in the school, but in reality, they're all kind of teammates. So it's more of a us versus them mentality. Like I said, I really do like this anime. I think it has great potential. Obviously, the manga is pretty deep. I think it's like 200 chapters. So I either might get into that and read that. I don't really know for sure what direction I want to take with this. I really like the animated fights. Like, they had a really cool fight scene in like episode 1. Animation looks really, really good. I don't know. This one came out of nowhere for me. I was really not expecting this. Obviously, I know some people who are big manga heads knew about this way before I did. I'm just hyped to be on the hype train right now. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that. I'm a bandwagon. One thing I do hope this anime does is that I feel like a lot of anime where it's like a fighting or a tournament and stuff. It's cool considering like you normally in shows like that, it's all about personalities. So you'll have like characters that have really cool personalities. Like in this particular anime, like the guy that's at the head of the school currently, he has a totally different personality than you think he would have because he has control of a whole school of delinquents. You would think he'd be like a stern, military type, and the show kind of turns it on his head. He's like a fun, carefree kind of guy, and it's cool to see. You know what I'm saying? In a show like this, it's not really heavy on story. It's about fighting. It's about showing what these interesting personalities can do. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these different fighters from everywhere, like learning their backgrounds and how they fight, and so just having cool backstory. It's not necessarily heavy on story, and you can kind of understand that with like Record of Ragnarok. It's the same way. I think that I only watched one season of that show, and I actually did like it. I'm not gonna lie. I actually like Record of Ragnarok. When it came out on Netflix, I was surprised. I kind of like the aspect of the gods and stuff versus like humans. I really like the concept of it, but it's just one big tournament arc. I'm not saying it's bad. I really did like the first season, and the animation just wasn't there for me. But if you're gonna have an anime that is mainly about fighting, and you're just gonna be fighting a lot, it needs to have some kind of fluid animation. That's just me. It needs to be able to kind of keep me engaged. Like I gotta have something to look forward to. So when we get through with all the talking and we get through with all the build up, it's like a cool fight scene I can look at. Like I said, I'm only on episode 3 or 4. I don't know how far I actually went. I watched all the episodes that we had available. But I mean, I'll be honest, I'm excited, man. I'm kind of ready to get back into it. I want to really read the manga, really see where this is gonna go. I do recommend you guys check it out. I think it's only like 3-4 episodes at the moment, but definitely a good watch. I think it comes out every Thursday. Fun cast of characters. I will say this. Last thing before I end this video. If you made it this far, man, I want to say I appreciate you. But I gotta say this. They have one character in here that I feel like is going to turn me off of this anime. Not necessarily, I'm not gonna stop watching it because of this character. But to me, he feels like it's Zenitsu. They have a kind of tropey character, like the guy that's basically you're around a whole bunch of team of people that are strong fighters, right? And you got the one guy that's like scared of everything. Like he doesn't want to fight nobody. He tries to get the main character out of trouble. The main character's always with the smoke, but he wants to get the main character out of trouble. He's like trying to always run and stuff. He's basically a Zenitsu type, except for he doesn't have a cool side to him. Like Zenitsu has the cool side. He can go to sleep and he's just like a badass. This character is just kind of like wimpy. He's annoying throughout the whole couple of episodes I watched. And at first it really didn't bother me. Like I don't even mind Zenitsu like in his base form. Like I don't mind him running around screaming and stuff. Cause honestly they're fighting like demons. But my guy is like freaking out because they're fighting like some other high schoolers. Like it's ridiculous. Not gonna lie, worst part of the anime for me. Definitely not enough to disturb your viewing experience. So definitely go watch it, Windbreaker. And with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys want to put me on any new anime, I would love to know your recommendations. I want to really get back into watching like ongoing stuff. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.